Hey guys, this is Henry from OBEDIA again. Today I'm going to be giving you an overview of automation and automation modes in Studio One. So what is automation? Automation is a feature included on most digital audio workstations that let the user program parameter changes on every track so that when you play back, those parameters will change the same way every time you play back. You pretty much, or you could say that you're automating those parameters. And it might seem like magic when you play back and you start looking at those parameters change, but it's not magic. You actually program those before it happens. So a couple automation parameters or track parameters that you typically automate are the volume of the track, which means the fader would be moving up and down depending on how you program it, and also the pan. So you'd see the pan pod moving left and right. This is something that you could do with a mouse, or you could do with a MIDI controller. So let's start with the automation envelopes. In Studio One, if you go here on the top left, there's this little button that says Show Automation. When you click on it, you can see that it says display off. If you click on that drop-down list, you can see volume and pan. If you click on volume, you're going to see a blue line. And, well, I guess you could say a light blue line. This line represents the automation of the volume, which means the level where the fader is located. As you can see, it's a straight line, which means that it's not being automated. It's the same level all the time. However, you could click and drag this to make it change. Another automation parameter is the pan. One more time, if I click there which says pan, you can see the straight green line right in the center, which means that right now the track is pan center. You can actually see it on this slider here. It says letter C, which means it's in the center. Now, on following tutorials, I'll be explaining you how to program both volume automation, pan automation, and also specific parameters on inserts. Now let's talk a little bit about automation modes. And when we're going to do that, we're going to go ahead and click on Mix so that we see we can show the console view. So here's our track, our channel strip, right? And if you see down below the fader, it says auto off. If you click on there, you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different automation modes. The first one is off. When the automation is set to off, automation is disabled. This means that no matter what automation you have written here, nothing's going to play back, okay? The automation won't happen. Then you have read mode. If you click on read mode, this mode, when you have it selected, any existing automation envelopes on the track will be read, and these envelopes control the related parameters. Read mode is automatically engaged when you draw a new automation envelope with the mouse or with your MIDI controller. Read can be seen, or it's actually sometimes called play mode. It's actually called read mode, but some people call it play mode, in which all the program automation is playback when the song happens or when the song plays back. So basically, if you're in read mode and you have something written here, let's say on your pan pod automation envelope, every time you play back, that automation will happen and it won't change. So you play back once, twice, or 3 times, it's always the same automation playing back. It only reads, it cannot write. Let's go back. If we go to write mode, which is the last one here, on write mode, when you have this selected, the automation is continuously being written based on the current position of the external hardware controller or where your mouse is clicking, in case you're using your mouse. When you're in write mode, the existing automation is not read at any point, and instead it's being overwritten. So you're always writing new automation. You might want to use write mode when you're going to start, let's say you go on write mode and you start playback, and you start playing with those parameters on your actual MIDI controller. And when you finish, you press the stop button. And since you don't want to overwrite that, then you can go ahead and click on read. So now it'll just play back what you just wrote. Now, there's another mode called touch, which is very important. When this mode is selected, the automation envelopes can be affected only when a hardware control is touched or any parameter is touched with your mouse. And when I say touching with your mouse, I mean clicking, or maybe clicking and dragging. As soon as you release that parameter, the automation falls back into read mode. So this is very, very cool because you could be in touch mode. You press play, and it's actually reading the automation, whatever is there. Then if you click or move any parameter, it'll read it, it'll write it, and then when you release it, it'll go back to read. So it'll keep playing back whatever you had written before. So that's pretty cool. And the last one is latch. Latch, when you have this mode selected, automation is read until a hardware control is manipulated. When that happens, when you manipulate any control or you click and drag with the mouse, the automation will start to be written continuously until playback is stopped. So if you're on latch, you basically press play, whatever automation is happening will play back, and as soon as you touch anything, it'll go into write mode. And then you can only finish that when you press the stop. So that's an overview of automation modes in Studio One. If you have any other questions, please call us at 615-933-6775. On the following tutorials, I'll be explaining you and demonstrating how to apply automation to volume, pan, and also how to automate insert parameters. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Today's pro audio hardware and software can give you excellent results if you know how to use it properly. OBEDIA can help you to get the most out of your pro audio hardware and software. Why spend your time scouring the internet for answers or digging through manuals? With one quick call to an OBEDIA technician, you'll be connected with someone who can give you the answers that you need in real time via phone and remote desktop. OBEDIA technicians are trained in all major digital audio applications on Mac, PC, iOS, and Android devices. OBEDIA member subscriptions are cost-effective, give you great member benefits, and OBEDIA is here 7 days a week to help you get the most out of your digital audio hardware and software. No matter what your level of expertise, OBEDIA can help you to stay focused and productive and get your music back on track. Start taming your technology today with OBEDIA.